Hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. Here, today's video is going to be another makeup collection video, and I'm going to be doing my concealers, powders and bronzers. I've kind of combined those three items because I don't have that many of them. I have more powders than anything else, and I also thought I'd do it kind of vlog style because you can actually see the product a little bit better. So if you do like this style, do let me know in the comments below. Otherwise I can do the other way, which is like show you my face and then, you know, put them up in my hand. But I thought this way, personally I like this way because you can actually see the product a little bit better. So, with further ado, let's get started. The first concealer I would like to talk about is the Benefit Bon Concealer. Of course, this is a little bit on the pricey side, but I actually do like this concealer. This is the shade number 3. So, unfortunately, this is actually a little bit too dark for me and a little bit like orange based. So, definitely going to be passing this along. And can I just show you guys a little swatch? It is a really nice, creamy, thick concealer. So I hope you guys can see that here. So really do like this concealer for blemish scars. I wouldn't typically use this under my eyes because it will crease. I have kind of dry under eyes as well, even if I've set it. I did try it under my eyes once and just didn't look right. So I prefer using this kind of concealer for blemish scars. And I like having this kind of concealer in my collection for that specific reason. So at least I have that option. I use more liquidy kind of concealers under the eyes and for the rest of my face. It really depends. But this specific kind of concealer, which is really, really thick, for blemish scars only, personally. But yeah, I really like this concealer. Definitely going to pick up the correct shade in this. I think I'm number 2. So next two concealers are from e.l.f. And this one I can't remember the name for the life of me. It is in the shade, I think, light beige. And it is a really liquidy concealer. I really do like it, but it really doesn't do anything at the same time. It doesn't conceal. I like using this specifically under my eyes. As you can see, it has a little bit of like a pinkiness to it, like a peachy orange to it. So that's why I like using it under my eyes, because it brightens it up. But it's a really nice natural look. So this is what I tend to really specifically use it for, is just under my eyes to brighten it up a little bit, and maybe around my nose and a little bit on my chin and stuff for brightening. But it doesn't really give that much coverage. Whereas I think this is the Uplifting Concealer. This is in the shade Fair and actually works for me, surprisingly. This one's a little bit, I feel a little bit darker, I guess. I don't know, like as you can see, it doesn't really look fair to me. If you compare that is like more peachy and this is just like a beige-ish kind of shade. But it works for me. It's a nice concealer. It blends really nicely. It lasts for a amount of time. I typically set my concealers anyway, so they do last a little bit longer on me. And it's really nice. It gives a nice finish. It's got coverage as well. I can use this under my eyes as well, and you know, like on my blemish scars as well. Excuse me, getting a bit of a sore throat. But yeah, so this really do like this concealer as well. So this one specifically, I've been using a lot more lately because I have unfortunately lost my Rimmel London Match Perfection Concealer, and I really do like the concealer. So I'm going to quickly mention that as well now. Actually, I really like the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer because it's the same reasons. It blends really nicely. It lasts for a nice amount of time on my skin. It looks really nice on the skin. It looks natural, like it's part of my skin, and it brightens up my face without looking too intense. So that's what I really like about this. This one is a little bit more, I feel a little bit more brightening, but I prefer the Rimmel one because it's just a bit more natural. So definitely going to be repurchasing the Rimmel London one as well, because I really do like that one, especially because I can use it for both for highlighting as well as covering up old blemish scars as well. Now onto powders. This is actually the only under eye setting powder that I have, and I haven't used it. I'm sorry, it's really bad. I have it and I don't use it. I'm hoping to use it this month. And this is just the e.l.f. one, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see, it has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's the sheer one. It's just the plain sheer one. So yeah, I'm hoping to try this out a little bit. It's supposed to be specifically for your under eye, so I'm guessing it's going to be brightening as well. So if you have used this product, do let me know in the comments below, because I haven't used it yet. I've heard good reviews for it. That's why I kind of purchased it, because I've heard good reviews about it. Stick to loose powders. I will start off with the Paisy Cosmetics one, because those are the first powders that I actually received. If you can tell that I have quite a few Paisy Cosmetics products here because they kindly sent me stuff to review for you guys. So but of course I will give you guys my 100% honest opinion. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the loose powders. These I have the rice powder, bamboo powder and the mineral powder. I prefer the bamboo powder the most. It just looks nicer on my skin, it feels nicer. All of the powders are really nice and light. They are paraben and talc free, which is what I really appreciate with that as well. They do have a little bit of scent to it, so if you do not like your scent in your products, then I would just skip it, because these have a little bit of scent if it does bother you. But I don't mind it. It's just a very light scent, and then when it's on your face, you can't even tell it's there. So yeah, I really like the bamboo one. It's just a sheer powder, really nice and lightweight. Makes my concealer or whatever, if I'm wearing foundation that day, not last for a nice amount of time. And the second favorite is the mineral powder, which is also the same, light and lightweight. It has just a little bit more coverage. That's why I tend to use it for. The rice powder is, to be honest, I don't really like it for my skin type. When I started using it, I thought I did like it, but now I don't think I like it for my skin type. My skin is like dry to sensitive. So yeah, so I'm gonna try it out a little bit more. It's nice to kind of have as an option, but I don't know, I prefer the bamboo one a little bit more. So yeah, so this is the rice one. Both are translucent, but they look pretty similar, but just prefer the bamboo one and kind of the feel and the look on my skin. The Makeup Forever HD pressed powder I haven't actually had for a long time, but so far that every time I have used it, I do like it. You get 6.2 grams in this. So I don't know, like the next one I'm going to show you, which is from e.l.f., that has a little bit more products in it, and it's a little bit you know, the price point is really good as well. So this is obviously a little bit more on the expensive side, but I still do like this powder. It has a nice little mirror, and I kind of dug my nail into it. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. It's just one of those kind of translucent powders. Makes your skin look really nice. Makes my concealer foundation last really amount of time as well. Sorry, I can't speak today for some reason. The e.l.f. one, which I'll just show you next, is, I feel like it's pretty similar. This is the Perfect Finish HD powder, and you get a mirror as well, and you get a little poof, like a little sponge thing, not a poof, a little sponge thing at the base, but I don't really use it, I just kept it in there anyway. I thought this is a little bit more softer. It just feels nice and soft on the skin. It does have a little bit of whiteness to it, which I have noticed only recently, but it's not that big of a, like, it doesn't look that obvious. But yeah, so still really like this. It makes my concealer last for a nice amount of time. It's nice and lightweight. Both these powders, they don't make my concealer cake up or anything, so I like both of them. But this one, I feel the e.l.f. one is just a little bit more softer. So maybe more finely milled. So I still like both of them, but I haven't used the Makeup Forever one that much as yet. So we'll see. But still like both powders. So those are the two pressed ones I have. Now on to bronzers. So this is the only loose bronzer I have. This is the Paisley Cosmetics Son of Egypt. I think it's the number 3 shade. And it's just their bronzing illuminating powder. I've only used this a couple of times, but it is beautiful. I like using it on my face a little bit and also on my body as well. It just really... it gives you a nice glow to the skin without any chunks of glitter in it or anything. It is just beautiful. So I really like using this in the summertime or even in the wintertime if I want to just look a little bit shimmery. So that's what it kind of looks like. The only downside to loose powders is it can get pretty messy. So that's why I don't really like using loose powders, but I have them, so I'm using them. But yeah, so I really do like. That's why I don't use this that often, because it can get pretty messy. But it's just a really beautiful kind of sheen. I think you can see that. I'll try and do a swatch on my blog for you guys, so you can just see this a little bit better. But yes, it's just a really nice, beautiful kind of satin kind of glow to your skin. This also is from Paisley Cosmetics, and I really like using this bronzer for my eyes, so in my crease, because it's a really nice warm toned bronzer. This is in the shade 2M, and it actually has coconut oil in it. I really like this about Paisley Cosmetics is they have nice good ingredients to their some of their products. Like for example, with their lipsticks they have argan, so it's a nice moisturizing formula. So that's why I like some of the products. Sometimes, you know, it's a hit or miss, but this one I really love the bronzer for just my eyes mainly. I do sometimes use it for my face as well. So there's a mirror and a little sponge thing, which I don't really use. I just use it just to protect the mirror. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. It's just a really nice soft powder, really pigmented, blends really nicely. So it really looks nice on the skin. So that's why I really like this one. This one also has a bit of a scent to it, so if scents do bother you, then I would skip it. But it's just such a light scent that you can't really notice it after a while. So yeah, I really like this bronzer. Really like the packaging. So the last bronzer I have for you guys is actually from e.l.f. I really do like this bronzer as well. This is the Golden Bronzer, I believe. So it has a satin finish, has a really nice big mirror for you guys, and it has 4 different shades, so I'll just show you guys individually. They're really nice and pigmented, but not too pigmented that they're, you know, like it's crazy. And they look really nice on the skin as well. You can use them individually if you want, but I tend to use them kind of swirl together on my brush. So that's what it looks like when it's actually together. And this really gives you a nice finish to your skin, like a little bit of a bronze with a little bit of a satin thing. I really appreciate that it doesn't have shimmer in it, because I really don't like shimmer in my products. So yeah, I really like this bronzer. It's really nice and soft and blends like a dream. So I definitely recommend checking this out. I have to admit that I haven't used this that many times, but so far I do like it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Do let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. Would you like to see, I think I have eyeliners and mascaras will be together, and then I have eyeshadows and then lip products. So let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. And as always, I'll do a little blog post for you guys so you can see close-ups of the products if I've left anything else out, swatches and stuff like that, and that'll be linked down below for you guys, as well as my social medias. So if you're like, please do follow me on those, just so you're kept in the know of when I do upload, as well as the odd 1 or 2 posts that I'm trying to do every day. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. So thank you again so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.